The night was quiet in Umuaka village, but not peaceful. The moon hung low, and the wind carried whispers that made even the trees shiver. In the center of the village square stood an old calabash covered with black cloth. The elders warned everyone never to touch it. They said it held secrets that could destroy the entire village. Nneka, a bold young lady, stood at her window staring at the square. She had always wondered what was inside that calabash. Why did the elders guard it? Why did no one dare to open it? That night, her curiosity grew stronger, like a fire that refused to die. Her grandmother, Mama Ebele, once told her, "My child, the day the calabash opens, blood will flow. Secrets hidden for many years will come out. Do not even think of going near it." But Nneka never liked half-told stories. She wanted to know everything. The next morning, the whole village gathered. The town crier beat his gong and announced, "Umuaka people, the sacred calabash has been stolen." A cry of shock filled the air. The elders looked worried. The chief priest shook his head and muttered words no one understood. Whispers spread quickly. Who could be so foolish to steal the calabash? Some villagers suspected strangers, others suspected greedy people in the village. But deep inside, Nneka's heart pounded because she knew what she had done. She had taken it. The night before, she sneaked into the square when everyone slept. Her legs shook, but her hands were firm as she lifted the black cloth. The calabash was warm, like it had life inside it. Without thinking twice, she carried it to her room and hid it under her bed. Now, as the villagers searched, Nneka sat quietly, pretending to be shocked like the others. But fear chewed her heart. What if someone found out? What if the calabash truly had powers that could harm her? Still, her curiosity refused to let her confess. At night, she locked her door and brought out the calabash. She touched its smooth surface. Suddenly,
it shook in her hands, a crack appeared, and a strange voice whispered, "Nneka, open me." Her hands trembled, but something stronger than fear pushed her. She removed the lid. Dark smoke poured out, filling the room. She coughed, covering her nose. From the smoke, a shadow formed into a tall figure with burning eyes. "At last, I am free," the figure said. Nneka froze, unable to move. The figure laughed, a laugh that shook her bones. The spirit introduced himself as Okenta, a warrior who was betrayed by the ancestors and locked inside the calabash for generations. He told Nneka, "You have set me free, and now you must serve me." Her heart pounded. She wanted to scream, but no sound came. From that night, strange things began to happen in Umuaka. Goats disappeared, children fell sick suddenly, crops dried up overnight. The elders gathered again, saying, "The gods are angry. The calabash has been opened." Fear spread across the village like wildfire. Nneka's secret became too heavy. She wanted to tell someone, but who could she trust? If she confessed, they might kill her. If she stayed silent, the village might be destroyed. Every night, Okenta appeared in her room, giving her orders. "Bring me blood," he said one night. Terrified, Nneka refused. But Okenta's fiery eyes burned her arm, leaving a scar. The next morning, she woke up screaming. Her grandmother rushed in and saw the mark. She cried, "Nneka, what have you done? This is the mark of the cursed spirit. Tell me the truth." Shaking, Nneka confessed everything. Mama Ebele slapped her in anger and fear. "You have brought death upon us all. Do you know why Okenta was locked inside the calabash? He was a warrior who turned against his people. He wanted to rule the land through blood sacrifices." Nneka broke down in tears. "Mama, help me. I don't want to serve him. I didn't know." But her grandmother only shook her head. "This is beyond me. Only the chief priest can know what to do. But if the villagers find out, they will not spare you." That evening, the chief priest came to Nneka's house. Somehow, he already knew. His eyes were filled with anger. "Foolish girl, do you know what you have unleashed? Okenta will not stop until blood floods this village. The calabash was never to be opened." The priest explained that the only way to stop Okenta was to trap him back into the calabash. But it would not be easy. He said, "Only the blood of the one who freed him can draw him back. You must sacrifice yourself." Nneka gasped. No, there must be another way. But Okenta grew stronger every day. He began walking the village at night, unseen by most but leaving trails of destruction. Palm trees fell as if cut by unseen hands. Wells dried up. People whispered that the gods had abandoned them. Fear controlled everyone. Nneka could no longer sleep. Each night, Okenta's shadow filled her room. He ordered her to bring victims. She resisted, but his power over her grew. Sometimes, she found herself walking in the night without knowing how. The bond between them was too strong. One night, Nneka decided she could not carry the burden alone. She ran to her best friend, Abina, a brave young hunter. Crying, she told him everything. Abina's face hardened. "If this spirit wants war, let him face me. I will not let you die alone." Together, they went to the chief priest, who prepared charms and gave Abina a special spear. This spear carries the blessing of the gods. Only it can wound Okenta. But remember, he is not easy to defeat. And Nneka must be ready to give her blood if needed. That night, they set a trap. In the village square, Abina stood with the spear while Nneka carried the calabash. The moon was red, the wind heavy. Suddenly, Okenta appeared, taller and darker than ever. His laugh echoed. "So, you think you can defeat me?" He moved like lightning, striking Abina to the ground. Abina rolled quickly and aimed the spear, stabbing Okenta's leg. The spirit screamed, and black smoke poured out. Nneka raised the calabash, chanting the words the priest had taught her. The air shook violently. Okenta fought fiercely, sending Abina flying against a tree. Nneka's hands shook as she tried to complete the chant. The spirit turned to her, fire burning in his eyes. "You freed me, and now you think you can lock me again? Foolish child." With the last of his strength, Abina shouted, "Nneka, your blood. Use it." Nneka's heart pounded. She cut her palm with a stone and let her blood drip into the calabash. The moment the blood touched it, the calabash glowed bright like the sun. Okenta screamed in pain. The wind howled. The ground shook as the calabash pulled him in. His shadow stretched, fighting, clawing the earth. But slowly, the calabash swallowed him back. With one final roar, Okenta disappeared. Silence fell over the village square. Nneka collapsed to the ground, weak and bleeding. Abina crawled to her side, holding her hand. The villagers rushed in, shocked at what they saw. The chief priest lifted the calabash, now sealed once again. The spirit has been bound. The danger is over. But the priest looked at Nneka with stern eyes. She has paid the price with her blood. From today, let every child in this land know that secrets hidden in the calabash are never to be touched. The villagers nodded, fear still heavy in their hearts. For weeks, the village was silent. People avoided Nneka, whispering about her mistake. But Abina stood by her side, defending her whenever anyone spoke against her. Slowly, she healed, though the scar on her palm remained, a reminder of the night she fought with death. One day, Mama Eboli sat with Nneka and said softly, "My child, you have suffered much. But you must also learn that curiosity without wisdom is dangerous. The calabash holds secrets of our ancestors. Some truths are better left hidden." Nneka nodded. She had learned her lesson, though the memory of Okenta's fiery eyes still haunted her dreams. Sometimes, she heard whispers in the wind, but she quickly prayed and covered her ears. She prayed the spirit would never escape again. Years passed, and Nneka grew into a wise woman. She told her children the story of the calabash, warning them never to play with sacred things. She always ended with the words, "Not every secret is meant to be known. Some secrets are better buried." The village slowly returned to peace. Crops flourished again, children laughed in the fields, and goats bleated happily. But deep inside the shrine of the chief priest, the calabash sat quietly, sealed and unmoving, yet still carrying the heavy secrets of the past. Abina became a great hunter, respected by all. People never forgot how he risked his life to fight Okenta. He and Nneka remained close, their bond unshaken by fear or judgment. Their friendship became a story of courage in Umuaka. But sometimes, during festivals, when the drums beat too loud and the fires burned too high, Nneka would look at the calabash from afar and feel it staring back at her. She knew it was only sealed, not destroyed. And one day, it might rise again. The elders tightened the laws around the sacred calabash. No child was allowed near it. Guards watched it during festivals. And a new proverb was born in the land. The curious child who breaks the calabash may free a snake that no one can kill. Still, no one dared speak much about Okenta. His name became taboo, a shadow in their history. Only Nneka knew the full truth of his voice, his laugh, his hunger. She prayed daily that her blood sacrifice would hold him forever. On her dying day, many years later, Nneka gathered her children and grandchildren. She told them, "The secrets hidden in the calabash almost destroyed me. Promise me you will never let curiosity blind you." They all promised, their faces serious. When she closed her eyes for the last time, the wind blew gently through Umuaka, carrying with it the soft sound of laughter, distant, dark, and fading. Only the calabash knew if it was truly gone or waiting for another hand to open it. And so, the story lived on in Umuaka, a tale of danger, courage, and the heavy price of curiosity. The calabash still sat in the shrine, holding its secrets. And every villager knew, the past may sleep, but it never forgets.
Thank you so much for listening to today's enchanting story. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe for more magical tales that spark your imagination.